everyone, this is Dawn, and this is part 15 of our retreat. If you haven't been with us, you can go back and view the other parts, or you can just jump right in right now. Either way works just fine. We have been building up these last few weeks to the Incarnation, to Jesus entering into human history, and so we've been examining imagining the people that came before Jesus. So last time we talked about his parents and his aunt and uncle and what they were experiencing, and before that we thought about the prophets and other people from the Old Testament, and so now we're finally at this point. And so this week we'll spend time reflecting on the nativity stories. You know, parents love to tell stories about the birth of their children, to share how much love they experienced in the moment and to recall those things. And this week is about experiencing the birth of Jesus and coming to understand a little bit more what its meaning is for us, what we can learn, how we can grow more in love with God. You know, each year at Christmas, I think many people try to spend some time imagining what it must be like, what it was like to more enter into the story. Maybe you sit in front of a nativity scene and imagine what it looked like. Some of us have had some more serious time, like using our imagination to pray and enter into the story. Those are very special to do at Christmas, and we're going to do something similar, a little bit different, but I think it's great now to do not at Christmas, because this is a story not just for December 25th, but it is a foundational story for all of us, for all year long, every day of every year. And so this week I have prepared a little handout for you that I'll attach. There's the prayer at the bottom is more concrete and would help to guide your prayer, but you don't have to worry too much about it. This is the different part. I'd invite you to make every part of your week this week somehow connected to these stories. Think about how the anxieties you're experiencing at the moment could be connected to the anxieties of Joseph and Mary before Jesus was born. Or whatever joy, surprising joy you experience, connect that to the birth of Jesus. Just think about how they connect. I'll give you a simple example. I've been very busy preparing for a new faith formation year, wanting everything to be perfect and to look good, to be understandable, and I have been so anxious about this. And as I was thinking about it in connection to this, I was connecting it to Mary and thinking about, here she is preparing for the birth of the Lord. You know, she wants to have the perfect house, and she probably wanted to have the perfect everything set up, because this is the Lord after all. And all her preparing none of it could foresee a birth in a stable. And so when I thought about my anxiety, I, sometimes focus too much on one little thing, sort of pushing out the presence of God. But that's not what I'm called to do. I'm called to do my best, to prepare as best as I can, but then leave room for what God's plan is, and to work in cooperation with that, instead of trying to force my own thing, and then when it doesn't go the way I think, to be disappointed in myself and all of those things. So that's just a simple example. So whatever you experience this week, connect it back to those stories. And then in addition, to spend some time each day, maybe at the end of the day, to be more concentrated, using your imagination to pray through these stories. I'd advise you to sort of make a plan, and so maybe today you spend time thinking about praying about Joseph and Mary and their journey to Bethlehem. Really use your imagination as you pray. Feel what it is like to walk on the road. Is it bumpy and stony, or is it on grass? What is it? And as you walk, have a conversation with Joseph and Mary and ask them what they're anxious about or what they're excited about, or why are they doing this, all of those things. So that could be today's plan. Maybe tomorrow in your prayer, it's actually the birth of Jesus. And another day, imagining the shepherds coming, and then another day, the wise men, and another day, the flight into Egypt. You make your own plan. These stories are very familiar to us, so it makes praying with them a little bit easier. If you want to read the accounts from the Gospel of Luke, that might be helpful too. Just make them your own, so that your experiences in the day, you connect one way, and then they're connected again as you pray using your imaginations. Feel the hay, imagine the smells, all of the things that actually place you in the present. Use them to enter into prayer and to ask the Lord how the meaning, to come to more fully understand the meaning of Jesus' birth. And so this week, may you fully enter and fully be present to this miracle. Have a good week.